News Channel 7. Time for 7 First Alert weather.
Going outside right now, taking a close look at the mountains. You can see some of the light snow coming down in the higher elevations at this point. Okay, so there's Bogus Basin, I should say, and this is the camera up at Bogus Basin, so it's covered up. They're getting snow right now. This is Sun Valley. Clouds moving over the area today. Some sunshine, but quite a few clouds now beginning to snow. Now let's move over to our next picture. Here's Boise looking up at Bogus. And they're getting some snow up through there, as you notice, but down here in the valley, that snow line is rising, and it's going to rise quite a bit over this weekend, especially when you think of a couple of days, even 3 days, where the temperatures could be in the 70s. So what does this mean for tomorrow? Well, tomorrow's forecast is going to be above 60 degrees. That's the first time in 157 days that the temperature got above 60 degrees, because if you go back to November 1st, you've been hearing about this all week long. November 1st, we have not had a temperature above 60 degrees. The record was actually broken the first part of the week when we went beyond 154 days. So we're at 157 now. So it's going to stay this record for a while. And as you can see, tomorrow's forecast high is at 61 degrees. Why is that? Well, we see some of the showers that are moving through. We had some thunderstorms down through here, so it doesn't look like this evening is a good indication of warmer temperatures. But I got to point out first that we had thunderstorms that moved through Napa and Caldwell. Boise didn't get a thunderstorm, but they did get a rain shower. And you can see moving up here towards Sweet and Emmett, where they had some thunderstorms. And here's still another one that's north of Homedale toward Ontario, and that's going to move northeastward, so likely away from Boise. But then, not only do we have that thunderstorm, if we move to the south here, this one is going to be moving up probably across the freeway close to Mountain Home. So there's another storm if that happens to stay together. There's a chance of a few more for this evening, but most of them are starting to break up. So for tomorrow, all this storminess is gone. And what we're going to be seeing is warmer temperatures. The Magic Valley starts out, look at this for Burley at 57. Twin Falls, 57 degrees. In the Central Mountains, most of your high temperatures are in the mid-40s. Over to the Western Mountains, you see temperatures in the lower to mid-40s for tomorrow. Here's your Saturday. Ontario was 62, Caldwell 60, Napa was 60 degrees, looking pretty good. Kuna, Meridian, Eagle, 60 degrees, 61 for Boise, 59 tomorrow for Mountain Home, and here's Idaho City, which happens to have the high temperature up to 51 degrees. Well, let's talk about what's happening here over the next 7. Yes, it does warm up, then it's going to cool down, but it's not going to cool down a lot. And when you look at this weekend, look at these temperatures here. My goodness. And look at Monday. It's a possibility of a 76, 77 degrees. The next storm comes in. It's going to come in out of the northwest. So it's going to knock the temperature down about 62 to 64 degrees on Tuesday, and then finally down to about 52 degrees on Wednesday. And yes, it is springtime in Idaho, so we're going to be seeing some windy conditions along through there for Tuesday and Wednesday. But as the temperature comes down, you notice Thursday, we still see that temperature trying to rise again, so that by the following Friday, we're up to 61 degrees. So here's the 10-day temperature trend. Here's the up, here's the down, the first part of next week. But notice even in the down mode, at least we're not 45 degrees. We're around 52, here's a 58, and it does it again. Here's next Saturday into Sunday and Monday, where temperature is up to 70 degrees. So I guess I can officially say here, spring is here, and the temperatures are with us, with those temperatures around 70. We're going to be back with more news in just a moment.